students. Today I will continue with the remaining portion of network security threats. Let's start with cookies. Some websites store small piece of information on a user's computer, like his username and session-related data. Session-related data contains information such as the user's login and logout time. This small piece of information which a website stores on a user's computer is known as a cookie. But sometimes cookies may contain harmful softwares like the spyware that can be used for hacking. The next type of threat are the browser plugins. Many websites offer browser plugins. These plugins are used to automate the browsing task so that browsing of a particular website becomes easier for the users. But sometimes plugins from untrusted and unrecognized sites may contain harmful software. Hence, one should be very careful while downloading the plugins. The next type of threat is unauthorized access. While working on the internet, some people try to access the data of other users or organization without having permission to do so. They can also tamper and misuse the data. This kind of activity is known as unauthorized access. The next type of threat is hacking. Hacking is a very common form of attack. Hacking means accessing someone else's data with unfair means like stealing login ID and password using some kind of malicious tool so that it can gain complete control of the computer system. The next type of threat is denial of service attack, in short DOS attack. This is a kind of attack where resources become unavailable to its legitimate users. That means the user falls short of resources while trying to access something on the internet. There are different types of denial of service attack. The first one is denial of access to application. In this case, the application shuts down immediately after the user opens it. The next is denial of access to information. In this case, the information can be corrupted or tampered, or it can be that its state is changed so that it will not be available to the user on request. The next one is denial of access to hardware resources. In this kind of attack, hardware resources like printers or scanners are blocked. And the last one is denial of access to websites. In this kind of attack, a website stops responding when the user tries to open it. The next type of threat is spamming and phishing. Let's start with spamming. Spamming is a technique of sending email messages to millions of internet users for which they have not requested. These emails may contain advertisements or false messages which can be very irritating for the users. Usually, they are stored inside the spam folder of a user's email account. If you have an email account, you can check these junk messages in the spam folder. Now let's come to know what is phishing. Phishing is one of the most popular hacking techniques. Phishing is a way of sending emails to the internet users as if it is appearing from a genuine source. As a result, the user finds these emails to be trustworthy. But it then asks the user about his personal data like his bank account number, net banking username and password, etc. Later this information is used for hacking. That's why phishing has become a major cause for concern to the internet users. next type of threat is the eavesdropping attack. Eavesdropping attack is also known as sniffing attack. This type of attack generally occurs in an unsecured network. Now refer to the diagram as shown in this slide. It consists of the user computer called PC1, the attacker computer called PC2, and the server. The user computer PC1 tries to communicate with the server in a wireless network. So PC1 sends data to the server through the wireless channel. This wireless channel acts as the communication medium between PC1 and the server. Now just as the data travels from PC1 to the server in the form of signals, the attacker sitting by PC2 tries to spy on the data without any legitimate permission from the user sitting by PC1. This is eavesdropping done by the user sitting at PC2. Now, in order to prevent the sniffing of data by the attacker sitting by PC2, the communication between PC1 and the server must be secured. That's why a secured network is very much essential for the transmission of data. The next type of threat is snooping. Snooping is very much similar to eavesdropping. In eavesdropping, there was unauthorized access to another person's data when the data travels through the communication medium. But with snooping, unauthorized access to another person's data can happen from any direction. It can even gain access to another person's data before it travels through the communication medium.